After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the give, this is Cohen. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The ball carrier. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. At their own 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety, 2 points. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner. And finally, he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Luton. Got his man. It's Eifert. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Gain of 4 brings up third.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Throwing is Luton. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On first down, it's Thompson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead and take it, set it aside, and move forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Galladay He's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well? And that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Thompson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Jared Davis.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They give it here to Thompson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
It's now
not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Made back at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The tackle by Jelani.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's tackled at the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
On second down, Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Anderson.
To throw again, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Detroit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Prater for the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of...
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Swift, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
16 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Trying to lay one up deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought him down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tariq Cohen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
11. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Stafford
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Luton here off of play action. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Luton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. To throw is Luton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. Past the 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On the handoff, it's Cohen, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Going deep for Eifert. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars here on that deficit. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Lions 42, Jaguars 24. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They try again with Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up second down.
Now Luton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truth. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Lemonade.